Dougie.
This is hell. I'm in hell.
Hey, I think Paul spun this one. It was way better. Hey, everybody.
All right, guys, Brad Friesen. You know, we've been doing these rating things. We've rated waterfalls, we've rated lakes, we've rated a bunch of stuff. Well, today we're bringing an expert. Today we're rating ledges, which is a lot like a bench. And we've got one of the world experts on benches, Paul Bissonnette, with us. This guy has ridden more pine in more places than any man in history. Paul Bissonnette. We also got Trevor in the back. Paul, welcome to the show.
Well, it wasn't a very nice welcoming because I didn't know you were going to play the bench angle on this one.
Ledges and benches. What? I mean, a ledge is a horizontal outcropping from a vertical structure. A bench is a horizontal structure.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Now, saying I've never sat on a stone one.
Well, see, this is why we're bringing you today.
Okay.
I mean, who better in the world? Who's taken more shots on more benches than Paul Bissonnette?
Well, I guess the good thing is I won't have any slivers up my ass.
So let's get it right into benches then. Give me your worst bench in the NHL. Where did you hate sitting?
Essentially just the older rinks that didn't have very good setups, especially for the away team. Wow, this is getting beautiful here. Holy cow.
You're getting beautiful.
I almost forgot how nice it was 3 years ago when we broke the internet.
I don't know if everybody knows this or not, but Paul Bissonnette and myself, 3 years ago, we went up kind of where we're going right now, and we did a ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. And I'm going to say, I'm really proud of what we did. We raised a lot of awareness. People gave us a lot of shit for weight.
Oh, we dealt with a lot of shit.
A lot of shit because all you had to do is dump water and you had to make it about yourself. I'll say this, Paul had no idea what we were doing. He called me up and said, hey man, I need to dump some water on myself. Can you help me? And next thing you know, we had Red Epic, and we did a whole production out of it. And we got the third most views of any ALS Ice Bucket video behind Bill Gates and Charlie Sheen. For the record, we all donated $250, I think it was.
Yeah.
And so that we raised over $1,000 ourselves. And then everybody who wanted to use the footage, we would say, yeah, you can use the footage, but you have to make a $200 donation. So we raised a lot of money. You mind if we follow you on your left-hand side, just film your landing?
No problem, man.
I think we got a really good shot of you there.
Oh yeah, that's why I like this ledge, is because of this lake underneath it. It just looks beautiful.
Yeah, you look beautiful. You're just fishing for it now.
Touch his face, Brad.
He's just fishing for it.
Is there like an ongoing joke? Anytime anyone says beautiful in your helicopter, you have to say that back?
Pretty much.
Is it?
Yeah.
It gets weird.
Yeah,
I know it's, but back to that. Anyway, when I switched from D to forward, and I kind of just clicked and was like, hey, I think the only way I'm going to make it to the NHL is if I start running around hitting guys and fighting guys.
Yeah.
And in that 3-year span, I fought I think just under 100 times.
No way, really?
In a 3-year span, yeah, back-to-back years in the American League, I had 30 fights.
Who's the toughest guy you fought? You said the guy in the AHL was.
Yeah, there were some guys in the AHL. I mean, I don't know how heavy the testing was then, and they seemed to have had a lot of strength, supernatural strength.
Was there anyone like going into a game where you're like, I know I got to fight this guy, and it really rattled you?
Oh yeah, it sucked. I never wanted to fight Colt Knorr, and I actually never had to.
Well, you hop good. Getting on in and off the bench, right?
First ledge, Paul Bissonnette, ledge expert, bench expert. Give us a rating.
Well, everyone's probably wondering why we keep doing this, but I've never seen as many bugs as in one place as I have right now.
So what are you thinking? 10 Bentley heads?
Like one, just because how uncomfortable it is to be here.
Look at the view, though.
I would take Detroit every game of the year rather than
Old stadium or new stadium?
the old one.
Oh.
Fucking,
Okay, Bradley, go.
All right, I'm gonna give this a 8 Bentley head. 7. I'm gonna knock a full because of the bugs. But this view of Woodgen Lake.
Oh, okay.
Paul and I, we did our ice bucket challenge up there. It's got a special place in all of our hearts.
Can I redo my rating?
No, you got a 1.
I'm giving it a 5. View is spectacular. Great location.
You
Bugs
can put
are the
multiple
worst.
helicopters.
He might want to change his rating after they grow a nest in his beard.
Okay, we got to get out of here.
This sucks.
Yeah, this
Next
is
spot.
not comfortable at all.
All right, we're out of there. We're out of this bug-infested hell.
All right, cameras are rolling. Paul Bissonnette is with us. We couldn't be more excited because, man, NHL superstar. He went to Europe and he absolutely lit up the Welsh League.
It was the English league.
The Welsh midget A league. And
Actual midgets, though.
I was this. They said I was the Sidney Crosby of Cardiff because I was 2 points a game. Is that good?
that is good. All right, Paul, eyes up. Ready? Let's get off the sledge.
Wow. Okay.
Here we go. And we're going.
I don't know if I was crazy about that.
Look at these shapes here, these triangles on this rock.
How is it so perfect?
How are you so perfect is the real question.
Maybe that explains some answers about what you remember when they're like, oh, they don't know how they got the rocks so straight back in time, where they're like, oh, they must have had tools that we don't even have tools now to cut things that
You've been
perfect.
hanging out with Ilya Bryzgalov too much.
You know what? Ancient Aliens is it's episode with that.
This universe, stupendous, great.
He is the best.
What?
Right, Paul, we're turning final for our next ledge here.
Yeah, I'm trying to look where it is.
Well, can you see it?
No.
What?
Right there?
That's the one.
Oh man. Okay. This is insane.
Yeah, we're using more power. That feels okay. No, there's definitely my wind the other direction. All right, what do you think?
I think this is going to win. I can't imagine anything getting better than this. If the bugs show up again, it'll bump it down pretty fast. I might jump off the ledge.
Uh-oh. Paul, I got a few rapid-fire questions for you.
Yeah?
Where are you from, bud?
Welland, Ontario.
Favorite hockey player growing up?
Adam Foote was my favorite defenseman.
Favorite team?
I was weird. I didn't really have a favorite team. I would say Toronto when I was real young, and then it just kind of morphed into like I didn't have one.
Who's your
Because I knew eventually I'd be playing for one.
313 is off Woodgen Lake.
All right, ledge number 2 with the bench expert, Paul Bissonnette.
Take it away.
Well, I would say that there was a nice groove for my ass towards the end there. The view's unbelievable. The mosquitoes aren't as bad. Still, they're biting a bit though, so I'm gonna have to go with a 7.5 Bentley heads.
Whoa, that's a solid rating.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with an 8.5 Bentley heads. Bugs are less here. It's 3,000 feet straight down to the valley floor. Not many people land here. I love this spot. This is one of my favorite ledges.
As far as ledges go, this is one of the best. I'd give it a 9, but because of the bugs, I'm going to give it an 8. Beautiful.
Let's get out of here. Next spot.
Do you believe that there's another Earth out there, like in a different galaxy?
Oh man, there's like tons. I think there's.
Which is insane. Like, does space just never end? It just keeps going and going and going and going?
Essentially.
That's insane. It's like, I can't even fathom that.
You're not meant to, Paul.
So wait, let me see if I can spot it. Wow. I mean, Brad, that's a cool spot too, if that's where we're going.
That's where we're going. All right, we're landing at our third ledge of the day. Bench expert Paul Bissonnette. Where's got the best snacks?
Oh, it depends what you're looking for. I'd say the best buffet spread would be Chicago, hands down, and you're always getting different variety. And even when it changes from game to game, you're also getting variety in that too, where they have a, I mean, some days you'll have tacos there.
Whoa.
Oh, buddy, they top notch. They have the cookies for dessert. Montreal has the iconic hot dogs where they use the
Okay, and you get
like Wonder Bread, and then they toast it instead of the hot dog bun.
I've had one of those before.
I used to call that the press box hat trick when I'd have 3 hot dogs in the press box. I suck at hockey.
Legitimately one of the best players in the world, and it's pretty crazy the amount of shit that Paul gets. It's kind of funny. So that's
I guess if you looked at anyone getting made fun of for what they do at the best 700 in the world at what they do is kind of crazy.
It is, right? Like the amount of flack that Paul rides for being one of the 700 top athletes in a sport. It's pretty funny. I mean, it's pretty comical.
Yeah.
The boy can wheel.
We can't all just score goals and skate around.
He's not allowed to score goals. He gets in shit if he scores a goal.
It's in my contract. That's why I got cut. I was starting to score a little too much. My last year was my best year.
Really?
2 goals and 6 assists.
Oh man, you're
like
lighting it up.
40 games.
Huh.
Wow.
I was actually 10th in points per 60 minutes played in the entire NHL that season.
So why just go into your coach's office and say, hey man, more time.
Well, that's why I thought I was going to get another NHL deal, because it was my last year and it was my best year yet, and I wasn't even being given a lot of ice time, but whatever.
No power play points, nothing either, right? Imagine on that PP time, you'd be raking them in.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even know what to do out there with an extra guy.
Too easy.
Too easy, yeah. You gotta give the other guys a chance.
Yeah, exactly.
Third spot of the day.
Final spot. Bench rating expert on ledges. Compare this to what rink would this be?
This would probably be Minnesota. Awesome bench.
Whoa.
Yeah, they got a lot of space. But, mosquitoes have calmed down drastically here, more so than the other ones. The bench area here is unbelievable, and not to boot, we got the sun and the view. It's a triple threat. So I would give it 9 Bentley heads. 9 out of 10.
Strong rating.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 8.5. I love it here. It's beautiful.
This is a good spot.
Mosquitoes aren't as bad. Bugs aren't as bad.
I've actually had 2 helis on this ledge before, so there's ample room. Bring your friends. You can hike around a little bit. I would also say this is a high rating. I'm going to give this an 8 Bentley heads. I like the one on the other side a little bit better, but this one's pretty freaking cool. Let's get out of here.
And jumping off the edge. Yeah, Paul's favorite. Right?
Holy.
So Paul, what would you give your day of rating ledges? How many Bentley heads would you go with?
Well, I mean, I don't want to sound corny, but I would say 10. I mean, this is unbelievable. The fact that I don't even know how this helicopter's in the air right now.
Neither do I. Nobody does. It's actually, the funny thing is, it's like bumblebees. You know how they say their body is too heavy for the wings?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing with helicopters. They don't actually know how they work. They don't know.
I don't get it.
Just luck based.
It's totally
based.
Yeah.
That's it.
Not
sorry.
Not based. Luck based.
Luck.
It's totally based.
How would you rate Paul as a guest, Bradley?
Solid 6, 5.5, 6 Bentley heads.
That's what I shoot for, man.
He leaves a lot on the table in the looks department.
I had a woman recently who had season tickets to the Coyotes. She messaged me on Instagram and said that she's never seen a player as excited and up and ready to go on the bench during the entire game like me. Because if I missed a door opening for the guy changing, I wouldn't sleep that night. That was like my main focus, making sure I knew what lines were up. And then if the water bottles would get like knocked over at all, I'd make sure they're lined and where they needed to be.
He's just a good guy,
right?
Well, I did all the pigeon stuff, and I think that's part of the reason why I got to stick around for so long is, when you're the guy getting healthy scratch and not playing a lot, you're complaining. It kind of brings the morale down. Everyone's just like, man, this guy's not that good, and he's complaining about everything. where I embraced it. And I would be self-deprecating about it, where I just wanted the guys to have a good time in the room, focus on what they had to do to make the team successful, and I would chip in, the little that I had to.
2 goals, 6 assists in his final season.
40 games though, you prorate that, he's got a dozen points.
Exactly.
2 things. I want to thank Brad and Trev for helping me out with the documentary series, because a lot of cool things that we got to do to make it look more expensive than it actually was. So I want to thank him.
And we'll put some links down below for Paul's documentary.
Yeah, okay, thanks. And then 2, thanks for helping me, bringing me up and doing this with me for some content.
Oh, you're always invited. You're always invited. You're like one of those A-lister, C-list people that we want to be associated with.
You're the best. I'm the best you could get.
Yeah, we didn't have anybody else today, so we totally appreciate you coming along.
Move, Buck! Get out the way! Oh no, the bugs are out! Move, Buck! Get out the way! Bugs are out!